What happens when you mix language and sarcasm together? Unhealed wounds. So, sarcasm, I believe that you know this, is defensive. You're putting up walls. You're poking at people well before that they can poke at you, and you don't even know if that's what they want to do to you. It's insulting, it's degrading, and it's also controlling. So, just for a moment, think to yourself, am I sarcastic? And if so, it needs to be stopped. Poor style of communication that you could even imagine. Now, if you are the victim of somebody that's sarcastic with you, then that is some controlling and degrading styles to keep you down and keep you low. And if you're not careful, what happens is that you'll start to mirror that habit and do that in your own world. That's why we want to hang out with positive people that bring out the best in us, not the worst in us. I'm Diane at Healing Bodies, Healing Souls. And we live with these programs. Half the time, actually 70% of the time, we don't even understand why our behavior is the way it is. But I can tell you one thing: stop mistreating people, and your life will change. I had a client today. He's gone through Stanford, the therapy, and all that, and nothing's worked. And I said, just sit down. So we had a session, and he wanted to be sarcastic a few times. And I let it slide and I let it slide. And then towards the end, after finding out that his wife is quite lovely and has a beautiful community around her, he doesn't. And now we don't wonder why. We know why. Because good, solid people that have emotional intelligence is not going to hang around with abusive people in language. That's really what it is. So if you have an abuser in your life that keeps just throwing down, being sarcastic, maybe it's time to give yourself walking papers or to stop that behavior between the two of you. Because if that is happening to you, then you turn around and you do that to others. And nobody deserves that. When I meet people and they say, oh, I'm very sarcastic, I may shake their hand, but I definitely will walk away because they have no emotional compass. They're just ready to go for that dig, go for that scratch, go for that insult. And then that would make my nervous system feel uncomfortable. I'd have to start walling up and gardening myself. Because if somebody's going to push on me, I'm going to push back. And that's not why I want to have a conversation. That's not why I want to have a friendship. So take a couple deep breaths. I know this can be intense. Which side of the coin you're on, it really doesn't matter. But it is your responsibility to pay attention and deliver better. I do this for a living. I've been doing this for quite some time. And a hurt person will just hurt somebody else. A kind person is going to be kind to somebody else. And you're nobody's punching bag. You're absolutely nobody's punching bag. So it's time for you to put yourself in first position. Because if you're with somebody that's sarcastic, you can't be in first position. They'll cut you down pretty quick and pretty fast. Again, it's that control issue. If you have any questions, just comment, please. Subscribe. I love the likes and all that. But really think for a moment to yourself. Have I, without even paying attention, have become too sarcastic, which is digs and insults to people that actually maybe want to see a kinder side of me? Do they deserve that? And for ladies, it's quite masculine. Yeah. And then people wonder why their hormones are off and people don't like them as much. And it's hard to be around people. If it's hard to be around somebody, it's time for you to look in the mirror. So please follow me. I have a website. All that information is down below. Excuse me. But you want to show up, act well, be kind so that you can receive that back. So thank you for listening.